So what up, Fees?
Yo, yo.
Today we gonna chop it up with our boy BX Massive, aka Filthy Rich. We're gonna see
Alright.
what's going on with his new product, his latest project, the Unpopular Album.
That's right,
So
that's right.
Rich, welcome.
Yo, good to be here, man. Fever forever. That's what's up.
Good to have you. So, for those who don't know, and they should know who you are, but for those who don't know who you are, introduce yourself to the Fever Forever audience.
Alright. Unless if you've been under a rock and you don't know who I am, I go by the name of Massive, aka Filthy Rich, 90s
That's right.
era BX bred lyricist, uh, rapper, your favorite rapper's favorite underground rapper. You know what I'm
That's right.
saying?
Tell him, chop it up. There you have it. So I've been following you for a while. You have a
And
number of projects under your belt. What number solo project is this for you, though?
this is my third solo project. My
You had a
first
number of other
project,
projects, right?
oh yeah, I got plenty of duo projects and compilation albums and a number of them. I probably did maybe like one or two every year if I featured on a project with somebody or like the Massive Compensation project that I came out with, the 515-1 joint.
If y'all
Um,
don't know, y'all better cop that one. That's like one of my favorite projects. That's
yeah, that's still
that's
on. That's still
filthy
on
rich. Yeah,
all major platforms. Massive Compensation. That's still
massive
out there.
conversation. You don't know,
Um,
you better know.
I did the Lock and Load thing. I had my group Lock and Load. I had a group called the Faculty. So I've been doing this thing for a real long time. But as far as solo projects, this is my third one, the Unpopular Album.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, what inspired you during the making of this project?
Um, you know, I just feel like everything that's sold, everything that's generated to the public, it's widespread is based on what's popular. So the music don't even got to be quality music. As long as it's popular, people are gonna buy it. And I felt like me being the lyricist that I am, me being the song maker that I am, my sense making lyrics is not popular. It wouldn't be popular in today's music culture. That's how it all started. Because I was like, I'll never rap like these new school rappers. I'll never try to sing on a record to make it like poppy or anything like that. I'll never do that. So I'm gonna forever be unpopular. So that's where I came up with the name, the Unpopular Album.
So that's a very good intro because you was coming at a number of artists, the new school artists in this,
You know,
so
nah. I got love for rappers and new rappers. Some of them, you know what I'm saying. Some of them not really my style, but I got kids and my kids are teenagers and they listen to that stuff. So they'll tell me like, "Dad, it's not that serious. Lyrics is not that serious anymore." And I
which is
can't get behind that.
crazy.
I
Yeah,
can't
that's
get behind that.
crazy.
I really cannot get behind that. But I mean, listen, when we was coming up, sampling James Brown records and,
Right,
wearing extra baggy clothes and cross colors and all that craziness. The generations before us, the elders before us told us that we was crazy and what the shit we was listening to was nonsense. Now I feel like
right.
who am I to tell them that what they listen to is nonsense? They united in that front. So I'm kind
Right.
of torn. I'm kind of torn with this new music. It's like,
But some of it is real catchy, right?
yeah.
But
It's
some of it
catchy.
just doesn't make sense, and a lot. It seems like a lot of new school rappers try to fall in the same footsteps and make the same type of music over and over again. No one's original, and I think that's what's kind of
Right,
missing a
right.
little bit.
Yeah, I come from an era where you had to be different to get noticed. You was never gonna be noticed sounding like whatever was hot. If you even tried to sound like that, your tape was getting thrown in the garbage and you was getting beat up at your show.
That's right.
That's
Knock 'em out, knock 'em
that's
out.
that's what was happening. You wasn't coming on stage rapping like nobody. You was getting beat up. Nowadays, it's
Absolutely,
like whoever's the hottest rapper sound like him. So it's like 30
absolutely.
rappers that sound exactly the same. I tell my son, "Oh, that's this person." No, that's this person. I'm like, well, what's the damn difference? You know?
Right. I hear you. So what was the feeling you was trying to convey to your audience with this project?
You know, I'm a boom bap kid. You know, I'm a backpack '90s era,
That's
golden era,
right.
hip hop head, hip hop junkie to the death. That's me. That shit pumps in my veins. You know, so I know there's a whole like margin of people who really miss that sound of music and they tired of going into their cassette decks or digging in the crates listening to the same songs that they've been listening to since they was 20 and they up
Right.
here like 30, 40 now like damn, I miss that like you
Right.
want that sound but you already know all the lyrics to all those other songs that you've been pumping since you was younger. That's the people I wanted to really attract. Like I wanted to get that boom bap feel. I wanted to get that '90s golden era backpack like boom bap feel. That's what I wanted.
I think that feeling was definitely conveyed because it was very nostalgic for me in listening to this album. So I
Right,
can definitely relate. That's why I'm a fan. Um,
right. I appreciate
but
that.
one thing that was a little disconcerting is that you proclaimed at the beginning of the album that this may be your final project. I mean, come on, what's up? What's up with that?
Yeah. So when Quartier heard that record, she said the same thing. What you mean this
You
man?
mean right? That's what I was like.
Um,
What do you mean?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna stop rapping. What I'm
Right.
gonna stop doing is making full length LP projects. Like
Got you.
I'm gonna stop coming out with albums, 14 songs, 15 songs, because the public, the listeners, the attention span is so quick that I could spend 6 months to a year recording a project, putting the project together for the listener to hear it for 30 minutes and then they're done with it. You know,
Right.
and
Right.
I feel like a better strategy for me from now on would probably just be to release singles
Singles.
whenever I feel the need to. There's something going on right now. Like I'm featured on the song Halloween right now. Music video out on YouTube. You can check my page for it.
Check it
Um,
out.
um, you
Oh,
know,
while you at
BX
it,
Massive
give
is
them
on.
your handle on
Yeah,
Instagram,
my
Facebook,
Instagram
whatever.
BX Massive, my Facebook Rich Minor. Yeah, we're gonna get into a lot of stuff
Yeah.
because got a couple of announcements, a few shockers for you. But
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you wasn't disenchanted with hip hop and you was just kind of walking away.
nah, you know what it is? I love hip hop, man. But my relationship with hip hop is a love hate one right now. You know,
Okay.
at the same time, on top of the listeners being so attention span being so small or so quick, it's more like the music that I make is not the music that today's hip hop really wants to hear. You
Right.
know, so at this point, I'm just making music for the people like me who enjoy that '90s era sound.
But don't
That's what
turn your
I'm
back
making it
because
with.
there's a big segment of that crowd that's still out there that people like
Right,
me
right,
who are getting older, we grew up on hip hop, but we can't really relate to the new school hip
right,
hop,
right.
but we
So,
still hip hop heads, because
right,
that's what we grew up on. So, don't walk
right.
away from us.
Nah,
you know,
nah. I'm never gonna leave, but I might just slow down the process. Not throw so much music out at a time. I I I come from an era where if a rapper came out with an album, right? Let's say Nas came out with an album, he'd do his promotion. You wouldn't hear from him after that for like a year,
right,
and then he would come out with another one. Nowadays, rappers is albums, 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 and I'm wondering to myself, like thinking to myself, how is it that these rappers have so much material, all of
right.
them? Then you listen to the content, and it's like you ain't really talking about nothing. So it's
Nothing,
easy.
nothing.
It's easy. I could freestyle 6 albums if that was the case. But
Right,
for the listener who appreciates an MC who puts thought into his lyrics, I'm talking
right,
about metaphors, similes, wordplay, double entendres. That's what my album is. My album puts thought into the lyrics. You know, the composition of the song, putting together a song, kind of like that old school Kanye college
oh,
dropout feel. You know, you know.
But that's a
Yeah.
good segue to get into a couple of the songs. I'm going to talk about my favorite picks on the song. And the
All right.
number one pick I had was That's Massive. I think that is one song where you showed your lyrical flexibility and prowess. So let's give the people a little snippet of that.
Time at the Apollo, I put heads to bed for bread like Drago. Massive. You ain't met a rapper like me, probably because I'm not a rapper, I'm an MC. I'm a beast. You a bully, a bum, a wannabe. I bet you a G, you won't do nothing in front of me. I'm coming 100 D. You want it, confront it, please. It's gun in my dungarees. The stuff you wanna breathe. My circle is sucker free. 100 dudes out like you, but only one of me. I'm hungry, I come to eat. You ain't spitting fire.
All right. Yeah, gotta go
Tell
cut
me
that
what
out.
was behind the making of that song.
You know, my name used to be Filthy Rich, right? So, you know, when I was Filthy Rich on the mic, I was just gritty. Like, even if I was saying positive shit, it sounded so gritty that you thought I was talking negative, right? So I just wanted to remind people that even though I'm matured lyrically, even though I'm not cursing as much, and I don't need to curse on the record to make it sound hard, you know what I'm saying? So I had to remind people that I could still get gritty, I could still get down on that hardcore underground, like heavy hitter sound, you know?
That song definitely was that gritty BX feel. I loved it.
Yeah, man.
That's why that was my
type shit.
Yeah, that's why that was my favorite pick.
Right, right.
So let's talk about another song that I like. It's Like That. Now this one, I think this one gave me like a real nostalgic feel. I loved it. This reminded me of like 80s, 90s bopping.
The flow is absurd, hit coast to the curb. Got love in the hood all the way up to the burbs. The soul of a poet, I'm throwing you spoken word. I pull hits like I'm smoking the most potent herb. Call it kush or sour, I leave puss devoured. I'm like Ghost from Power, no I don't push the powder. I keep it timing if you wanna come looking for hours. From the golden era, lyrically giving golden showers. You new rappers suck, really like what the fuck? You rather kill yourself than try your luck. Fucking with a lion in the iron jungle, I'm humble but I'm tough. Ride from my family, ain't no iron nuts. For
Who's coming at some people? This is not the only record where you getting at the new street rappers.
Yeah, I kind of make a habit of it, don't I?
Yes. You don't hide your feelings. Your feelings. So what were you trying to convey in that song?
You know what's funny is shout out to my man Guap Sullivan. He made that beat. Guap Sullivan, that's one of my producers. He's dope as hell. He gave me that beat and the hook. That hook, I don't know if people know about that hook, but that's actually you remember when Jay said about Nas, you made it a hot line, I made it a hot song, right?
Right, yeah.
So that's actually a Nas line from the song Halftime.
Oh, okay.
It's like that. You know, it's like that.
Yeah, that's right.
There, you know,
yeah.
So I was looking for a hook and I just heard a beat. Like when I hear beats, it kind of inspires me for what I'm going to say. It all depends on the beat. So I heard the beat and I was just like, oh, that sounds real backpack 90s. Like I'm about to go in on this, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't have a hook and then that hook just, that line just came to me. So I said, I'm going to make that the hook. So I rapped it like the hook, you know, no sampling, so you can't sue me. But
don't try it now.
I just wanted to check these new rappers, like pay homage to the dudes before you.
Right.
Like, let me show you how to do this, you know? Like, I wanted to not get too aggressive, but like lyrically let you know where I stand and why you dudes cannot fuck with me.
I think you let them know.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be too like cocky. See, here's the thing about me. In my lyrics, here's the thing. In my lyrics, you never hear about the money I got. You never hear about the guns I shoot or the drugs I sell. Everything is always lyrical with me. So if you can make a song not talking about how much money you got, not bragging about the car you got or the hoes you get or the parties you go, whatever the fuck you talking about. All that shit is not important to me. Can you
Right.
spit? Can you
You
spit?
saying
That's
out your
all.
mouth.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to convey with that song. Like, can you spit? Because this is spitting right here.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know in terms of coming at people and being cocky. I don't know. My other favorite song was "Pick a Side," so that wasn't really
You
coming
just
at it.
picking out all the songs where I'm getting that.
They box.
I got like mad songs where I'm talking about other stuff. She's like, let me pick all the songs where she getting at, where you getting at these rappers.
I'll let you pick yours. I'm picking mine. I'll let you pick
I
Goddamn, I'm nice. If you got the God flow, I'm the Antichrist. And my B-boy stands with my hand on the mic, middle finger in the air like, yeah, fuck your life. BX Bomber, on to the T. And being an asshole, I got an honest degree. I'm a problem. They don't want a problem with me, cause I'm harmless until they see the monster in me. Freeze. Pause for a minute, let my doors get your whip and get they paws all up in it. I'm a force, infinite with flows that cause tension. Hoes that draw attention when they walk in seconds. All my life I had bars, it's like I grew up in prison. Most dudes just trash, ain't even worth the mention. This too shall pass, only a few shall last. So stay true to your craft and smash till you end this.
Damn, I'm nice.
If you got the God flow, I'm the Antichrist.
There you go. There you go. You can't tell me you ain't being cocky on this album. Come on, dude.
Nah, I'm just saying. See that line. I was just like, if this is what's the hot shit, I'm the opposite of that.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. If you got the God flow, I'm the Antichrist.
No,
But
that beat is nasty on that song.
yeah, shout out to Tone
and the
Jones.
lyrics
Shout
is
out,
equally nasty. I love that.
shout out. Appreciate that. Shout out to Tone Jones on the beat. That dude is vicious too. So I got like some real hefty producers on this project. There.
Oh yeah,
Real
shout them
hefty
all out.
producers.
Give them their props.
Yeah.
Because this was a really dope album. It was a really dope album. But I picked my 4 top favorites. And the next one I picked, not you coming at anybody, but I thought it was a dope song because it's very inspirational. I think I told you this a long time ago that I love Brighter Days. That's like one of my favorite songs on the album. So we're gonna let the people hear.
That's my We Are the World record.
Oh yeah, no, this is really inspiring.
Feel like you need a break, wishing that you could escape, even in the mental state. Wanna get away, you wonder can anyone relate? No space to meditate, no room to elevate. Listening to your crew will have you led astray. You better focus on you, living a better way. Some choose to hesitate, but time it never waits. So find your place in life before it's too late. One thing I learned from a chump named Trump: if he could be president, you could be whatever you want. Don't settle for nothing less. Strive to be the best. Put the rest to the back. Put your goals up front. They never said it'd be easy, only said it'd be worth it. Knowing that true happiness comes to those who deserve it. To get to the root, search beneath the surface. Chase your dreams and the root, find your purpose.
I'm just giving them a little taste. They got to go download the album when it's out.
Thanks.
This song really moved me because I think it was just so appropriate for all the things that are going on in the world today.
Right.
And it gives people that like silver lining, type record to kind of vibe out to, during these dark and weary times that we're going through. It was very inspiring to me to listen to. Like I told you, it's one of my favorite songs.
I appreciate that.
So, what headspace was you in writing that? Like, what were you thinking about? Were you thinking about what was going on in the world now, or?
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, this what's going on in the world it didn't just start yesterday. It didn't just start with George Floyd.
Exactly.
These situations with the police and just even in our own communities, what we're doing to each other in our communities has been going on forever. And the one thing with all the racial tension and motivation for protest and fighting and everything that's going on right now, the one thing that's not promoted is hope.
Yes.
Nobody's talking about things being okay or things being better. Even when Pac had songs like "Keep Your Head Up," like nobody's making those records in hip hop, at least. You
Right.
know, so I wanted to make a record to just tell people, like everybody, when you're going through something, you can listen to this record and say, you know what, it's gonna be all right. It's
Exactly.
gonna be all right. And that was the whole like motivation behind making that record, was just like I just wanted to give people hope, just give people a silver lining, like you said, just let people know it's gonna be all right, no matter what you're going through. You know, you can
Exactly.
just breathe and look to your higher power and keep fighting, keep going, because you're gonna be all right.
And that's exactly how I felt listening to it. I felt like inspired and motivated, right? You know, you hear all this downtrodden news, like kind of beating you down and, you know,
That's it.
messing with
That's
your
all it is.
psyche. But we've been persevering as a people for forever. You know what I mean? And so, like,
Mm-hmm.
to me, that was just a song that reminded you, of, that could remind a person that, you know, we push through because that's what we do as a people anyway. There's always a brighter day.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is weighing on us now, but this, you know, we got that pot of gold on the other side of that rainbow. You know, we're going through
Exactly.
this now, but there's always, because we've always pushed through as a people.
I mean,
Exactly
it's
how I
just I
felt.
feel like it's just more publicized now, and
Right.
and the good thing about that is that the world can know at the same time in real time what's like the atrocities of the world. You know,
Exactly.
still in the same respect, you still have to believe that things will be better, because it's not all about fighting the oppressor or fighting the power. Like once you win, then what? You know,
Exactly.
so
Exactly.
so it's got to be about peace, tranquility, you know, forward movement, upward movement. So that's really what I was trying to convey with that song.
Okay. Well, I definitely felt it.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So those are my top four songs. What would you like to play? What would you like the, you know, audience to hear?
You
Anything
know,
that in particular, any song in particular on this album? I know you got that
yes,
Kanye joint where you come that Kanye, but I'm not gonna talk
my
about that.
Kanye joint. That's my Kanye joint, son. I love that record, yo. You
I
know what?
know.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't make records for attention. You know,
Right.
I make records when I feel a certain way, and I just feel like that person needs to know how I feel. And and that
Well, if
Kanye
he
West,
hears this, he will know. That's for
yeah.
sure.
I mean, hopefully it lights that fire under his ass and get him back in the booth doing what he does, what he originally did. But yeah, that Kanye West record is called Back to Class.
Back to class, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's one of my favorite records.
You
I
want to play
like the
a little
intro.
bit for the people, or no?
Sure, sure, sure.
Let's give him a little snippet.
All right.
Introducing your rap nemesis. Massive back to class attendance is mandatory in the story you've been missing since graduation. Infatuation with senseless shit got you feeling like you missed the it. Yeah, you rich, but your flow no longer interested. All you rap about is hoes and your bitches is. So I guess those is your mistresses. You talk high-minded like the industry owe you, but don't pay homage to the scholars before you. Said you king of the shot, but Chicago don't know you. Guess they gave it the chance since you do what you don't do. Give back to the city that helped to mold you. La limit, they ain't a sell out who outsold you. Your hat style a joke, your black car revolt. You used to have that soul food. We Mr. Old. We want Mr. West back.
As his black card really revoked.
Listen, so he trying to run for president. Now,
He's seriously trying to run for president. I think he's bugging out once again. If you ask me,
listen, man. Here's the thing. You know, people say, you know, him running for president is really just splitting up the black vote so that Trump could win the vote. It wasn't even a year ago you was talking about that was your man and he was the best
exactly.
candidate.
Exactly.
That wasn't even a year ago. You said
Exactly.
you said he was the best candidate. Now you running against him?
Exactly. I'm like,
No,
if that's split, if he's splitting up the black vote, people are crazy.
but
People are crazy.
and you know what's crazy? I wrote this song way before that even came a fruit. Like before that was even like spoke about him running for president. I was just mad at the fact that he was in such support of Donald Trump. Like I don't care how free or how woke you thought you was. That was a bad move, homie. Like
Right.
terrible move. I just couldn't see how the same person that said George Bush didn't care about black people could say that Donald Trump is that dude.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
get it.
But, you know, if you listen to the song, even though the things I say are kind of harsh, it's like tough love. Look, this is how my family is. We don't sugarcoat shit. So if we got something to say to you, we say it to you, and it's mostly out of love. You know,
Yeah, and you do say in the album that in the song that you are a fan or were a fan.
I'm a
So
fan. No, I'm still a fan. See, Kanye is like the New York Knicks to me. No matter how bad,
not the New York.
no matter how bad he does, I'm always gonna have love for him because I remember what made me love his shit in the first place.
First place, right? Even if he
You know, and
forgets.
yeah, even if he forgets, like this is what this song is. It's a reminder. Like you used to have that soul food. We missed the old you. That's
Right.
I feel like that's generally how people feel. Like if Kanye was just to go back to the Louis Vuitton backpack and the Gucci shades and that rapper, he'd be fly as hell. But he said he's quitting rapping. Rappers for the devil or something. I don't know what's going on. Son,
He
but
wants to be, a designer, fashion designer. Or he wants to be a president. I don't think he knows what he wants to be.
President and Jesus.
You want to
President
be on
and
Jesus? Don't forget about that. He's running a
President
church.
and Jesus at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. I can't keep up with Kanye.
So I like that record. Another record that I would say is one of my top records is Unconditional. And
Let's
I don't know if you
pull it
want.
up.
Yeah.
Tone Jones featuring Tone Jones.
Said I never find another like her. I agree. I found somebody perfect. I mean, perfect for me. I know everything ain't always what it seems to be, but when it's real, you feel it's something like TNT that's explosive. There's no limit to the love we both give. I was lost before you, feeling hopeless. Whether I'm up or I'm down in my broken moments, you find ways to keep a brother focused. You held me down like my anchor. I just wanna take the time to say thank you. I'm forever grateful to the couple that made you. Larry and Lynette, respect, baby, I hate to see your daughter cry, so I do what it takes to keep a bright smile on that woman's pretty face. But whenever we fight, I can't sleep right until we make up. Just wanna say
No, I'm not perfect, no.
All right. Got that special lady you was writing that to?
Yeah, that's my fiance.
That's right. Shout out to Latifah.
Yeah. You know, rappers don't make love songs
Right.
anymore. Like they don't. Rappers don't put females on a pedestal the way we used to in the '90s. You know,
Right.
and not to say like, oh, it should be the way it was. It should be the way it was. But it's gotta be something said for the way we treat women in hip hop.
Right.
For the way women treat themselves in this current stage in hip hop.
Right.
Everything.
You can say that
everything-
again. How we
everything
portray ourselves to the world.
Yes, and the way men portray women in hip hop, it's ridiculous. Here's a thought that I had: if every woman's a jump off in the hip hop community, then every jump off is somebody's mother in the hip hop community. Then this is the spawn, this is the circle that we're creating for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Whereas if we looked at our women like queens, like black queens, like, you know, respected women, we wouldn't be so behind right now. That's how I feel.
Right,
you know?
right.
But it ties into the whole unpopular theme. See, everything that I've made songs about are things that are unpopular in today's culture. Respecting women, actual lyrics, you know, true stories, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
Non illegal substance rap or non-violent rap. These are all unpopular themes in hip hop.
Right, right.
So that's why I call the album Unpopular. I'm rapping about love. I'm rapping about lyrics that actually make sense. You know, I'm rapping about things that are not popular in today's culture.
Well, we need to bring some of them core values back, I tell you. Because they're missing. They're missing.
Absolutely.
You know, we contribute and we don't realize how we're contributing to the breakdown of our black household. You know what I mean?
There you go. There you
by,
go.
By a lot of these actions.
There you go.
Self-inflicted, you know. So we need to bring some of those core values we had growing up back. That's what
we need. You know what we need? We need the damn X Clan era back.
The red, the black.
Listen, Diggable Planets, X Clan, PE, Poor Righteous Teachers, goddamn Brand Nubians, all y'all get together and make another self-destruction record with KRS-One, and I want to be on that shit. Absolutely.
That's right. There you go.
You realize that was an era in hip hop where I think that was our most powerful era in hip hop, where being self-aware, having knowledge of self was popular. Respecting your black queen was popular. Protecting your family was popular. Doing drugs or selling drugs was not popular. It wasn't cool. It was something you did because you had to, because you was either that or you and your kids starved. It wasn't, and even the rappers that did it, like rappers like real gangsters that were gangsters back then, like Just Ice, rappers like that, they didn't brag about that shit. That shit wasn't cool to brag about, gang banging or hustling or any of that. That shit wasn't cool. Now it's cool. I can make a list of all the things that's cool now that like subliminally destroy our whole family structure.
Exactly. Exactly.
So I see it for what it is, and if that's what's popular, I want to be unpopular for the rest of my life.
They're gonna be coming out and talking about those old heads. They don't know what they talking about.
That's fine, because you know what? There's millions of old heads that want to hear what I got to say.
Exactly. You know what? Sometimes it's an education lesson for those newer rappers and stuff, like newer artists. Like I said, I bop to some of them new songs, but I'm very much longing with the product that you put out. You know what I mean? Something a little more nostalgic, something a little more my speed. New, but got that old nostalgic feel.
Which brings me to my third record.
What's that?
Which brings me to my third record. Old Time Religion, or Old Thing Back.
Oh, that almost made my list. I love that song.
Now, I love this song because if you grew up the way I grew up, if you grew up in that era, especially in New York, you know everything I'm talking about.
I was raised in the era. Timberland boots, fitted hats, butter levers. Girls rock 5411s in the summer. Getting you an 8-ball jacket was a come up. Where I'm from, certain hoods you couldn't walk through. Without your crew, you needed Jews just to talk to. The flyest honeys, you had money, they'd hawk you. You had to scrap if somebody labeled you poor, true. When kids played outside with no internet, you had to shoot the fair one in order to get respect. You had to stay outside after the fight was done. And if the other person went home, you probably won. Worst case scenario, somebody got a gun. They say I'll be right back and everybody run. Cause if you talk that talk, you had to back it up. And if it wasn't about that life, you had to shut your ass up. What? Yeah, we want that old thing back.
So I guess that's another song. I guess that's another song where I'm getting at these new songs.
Definitely. Listen, you got quite a few. So, you thought I was just picking out the ones where you did. I mean, like, listen, it's a long list now.
Listen, I guess I got something to say to these dudes. That's what it is.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, overall, where your headspace is at. But you know what? I think you said a lot of things that need to be said. And, it's something that I wanted to hear, that's for sure. There's the creativity. Let's get back to artistry.
That's it. Let's get back to the artistry, man. Like that's all I'm saying. Like if it's easy for you to do, then don't do it. Like if you're just doing like hokey pokey raps or ring around the posy type shit, and you think that shit is cool, like you're not putting no type of effort into your bars, like I'm calling you out. Right. That's it. Like you better make a record that like makes me say, you know what, he actually is spitting some shit. Because if I consistently hear trash from you, I'm eventually gonna come for you. That's pretty much that's pretty much all I'm saying.
Massive.
That's my BX bully shit. Yeah.
That's it. There you go. You know how we do.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, give him your final pick. What was the final top pick?
Hmm.
Come on, you
Let's
still got
see.
some goodies on here.
Let's see. I like the song "Proven." You got "Proven" up there?
Let's see. It's on the Unpopular Album or no?
Yeah. All right,
Oh,
that might have been a bonus track.
yeah. That I was gonna say that's not on the list that I have. If you have it, please.
Let's see. I got some tracks up there. I got a track with a dude named Overload. Now goes by the name of Rich Powers. It's called "No Life."
I saw yes, got that. You wanna play that? Give me a little
Yeah,
snippet of
let's
that.
play that. Let's play that.
She keep a bad bitch with her, she living right. I'm chilling cause I know how I'm gon' end the night. Poppin' models, she roll that loud up. Overplaying, turn that sound up. She poppin' pussy, shaking that. No broke bitches, we making cash.
Drop that ass for me. Smash on the dash like crash dummies. Body look mean, but she got a hand out for the green like she tryna look half for me. Filthy don't play that. Been a max since way back when my dad had the lack with the A-track. Straight facts, I'ma lace that, taste that till you can't take that. Damn, I know your man hate that. Put her up on the table like a placemat. Face down, ass up, that's how you make that. Lay flat on your back, let a nigga make that. Body shake while I pull a dick where your face at.
That's like my Rockwilder joint.
I was gonna say so this one, and this is why I didn't pick this one. It's a little different from me.
Yeah. The tempo of the record, the
The
flow.
tempo, the flow. I mean, you still breaking the lyrics. You know,
Right.
even in this context, but it's definitely a different feel in terms of a song. So what
Yeah,
inspired you to make that one?
I didn't want people to think that I couldn't make those type of records.
Okay.
I just want them to know that I don't prefer it. Like,
Right. But even still, you got the wordplay. You got the wordplay heavy even then.
Yeah, that's a must. Like that's the cut. That's the cloth I'm cut. You know, that's my cloth. I have to hit the wordplay. I have to hit the lyrics. I have to make it mean something. You know, on this record, like you said, it's kind of like a strip club record, right?
Yeah. That's all. That's all. I thought P Valley. For those of you who may be watching the new series P Valley, that's all I thought about is listening to this. I'm thinking like, okay, I could see one of them girls from the strip club clapping their booty to this.
It's that type of record. I just wanted to make one type of record just to show, like, I could still make that kind of record, but
if you wanted to.
if I wanted to, like, if one thing that you'll notice on the album is it ranges. You know, you can have your hardcore songs, and you can have your motivational songs, and you can have your love songs, and you can have, just your straight hip hop songs. It ranges all around. So it's not like you can't put me in a box of one type of rapper. You can't say, oh, this is a conscious rapper, or this is a hardcore rapper, or this is a gangster rapper. Like, I'm none of those and all of those at the same time.
Right. That's beautiful.
So
That's beautiful.
I don't know as far as like how people perceive to listen to music now, like if they just want to hear one type of sound all the time. I like to be, versatile and show what I can do.
Right.
So that's pretty much another thing that album is showing is like the versatility, the range of versatility.
Honestly, I don't think people know what they want. I think they'll know what they want when you feed it to them. Right. That seems to be, how things go these days. It's like whatever you shoving down people's throats is what they want to do.
Just like I broke down in the intro, where I just broke down how things become popular.
Exactly.
You shove it down their throat. You drown out anybody.
Right, exactly.
You drown out anybody saying anything different. You shove it down their throat, and you get anybody validated to back you in what you're saying, and that shit is going to become popular instantly.
Exactly. Well,
that's the formula.
Well, Massive, we played a little bit of the album for the people, and I know you were coming at some of the rappers, new school rappers on this album, but I know there's got to be somebody you like. Like who you listen to? Who's on your playlist
Um,
in terms of new school rappers?
um, I like that YBN Corday dude. I like him, boy. Yeah,
Okay.
his lyrics is up to par. JID runs with the Dreamville squad. I like the whole Dreamville squad. I like them. They dope.
Okay.
I like the baby. I like the baby.
Baby. Yeah.
I like Lil Baby. I like that record
The baby's my guilty pleasure.
You know what's crazy? I don't even feel like he's a guilty pleasure because his wordplay is bananas. And then you go and listen to what he say. You know, sometimes I have to rewind and listen to what people saying just to check if they talking some bullshit. But he don't be talking no bullshit. His wordplay is immaculate. Like I fuck with him.
Yes.
Lil Baby, it's all the babies. Lil Baby.
All the babies, the baby, Lil Baby.
Lil Baby got this record out right now, kind of addressing police brutality, and I like that record. I like that record a lot. And you know, a lot of these rappers, these newer rappers, they are catchy. They really they have me bouncing. I ain't gonna lie, I bounce. I bounce. I'll be listening like, oh, that shit sound kind of crazy.
Exactly.
Then you know, sometimes I'll listen to the lyrics and I just don't get it. And sometimes I'll listen to the lyrics.
Sometimes it just sounds like noise, but sometimes you be like, this is a God, I can rock with this. Right, I mean, my mother was saying to me the other day, you still listening to rap? I'm like, what's not grew up on rap? What you expect?
Wait, who's supposed to give it up like disco?
I know. I thought that was crazy. She was criticizing me. She's like, you still listening to rap? I'm like, listen, I mean, I grew up on rap. Sorry.
You remember in the mid to late 80s when they were saying that hip hop is gonna die like disco died?
Yes, exactly.
Here we are, like a whole 50 years later.
Exactly. I'm like, don't be mad because your genre of music is not popping.
That shit was
Exactly.
real fast. But you know, hip hop is here, and you know, hopefully, I feel like this, and I ain't gonna hold you, but I feel like you know, when Martin Luther King talked about the melting pot, right? Hip hop is the melting pot. Hip hop is the only facet in this country that all races can get behind. Yes. It's the only thing in this country, maybe even in this world, that every race is united through.
Yes.
Doesn't that say something? Like, doesn't that mean something to us? That should mean something to us, you know?
When they say hip hop is a culture, it truly is, and everybody want to be a part of that
culture. Right. You know, and the power, and even when you listen to Brighter Day, you know, I'm pretty much explaining in the second verse that, like, if we knew how powerful hip hop was, we'd be unstoppable.
Right.
We would be unstoppable. But, you know, we still disconnected in life. Check your carrier.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So before we get out of here, Massive, tell the people what's next for you.
I'm killing Massive.
Killing Matt? What?
I'm killing him. He might.
Wait, what exactly does that
mean? So.
You're not gonna just tell me anything.
So, you know, throughout my career in music, I've had two names. I started off as Massive, or the Almighty Massive. I had that name since I was 8 years old. In 1999, you know, 2000 coming, I said, I'm gonna switch it up, and I changed my name to Filthy Rich. You know, my name being Rich, my style being filthy. You know, so I ran with that for some years. I decided to pick the name Massive back up because there's a Filthy Rich on the West Coast somewhere. Oh. I ain't want no legal issues with that, so I had to have another name to go by just in case that legal situation started to pop off. So I went by the name Massive again, and I'm feeling a new transition in life. As far as hip hop, as far as making music is concerned, and I'm thinking about another name change. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it or not. I'm thinking about not even so much as in another alter ego, just more like me being more rooted to myself. So with that being said, the new name that I would be going under would be Rich Born.
Okay. And what's inspiring that name besides it being a play off of your actual government name?
It's my name, you know. It's my uncle born. I'm named after my uncle born Allah, and he later changed his name to Alam Jar. We all know.
Oh, right, exactly.
But I was named after him, and you know, for many years I didn't understand the knowledge behind that, the word born, and why is that my middle name, and I really took it on, and I learned about it, and I started learning, you know, mathematics and things like that, and I want to take on my name because that's who I am. This is what made me. So it's gonna be straight authentic. This new if I do come out with a whole project, it will be more geared toward political issues.
Okay. Well, we look forward to that.
Yeah, so this new wave
Heard it here first. People.
this new wave that I'm gonna be on is gonna be on some real, like, making hip hop and politics merge, rapping about shitty ass politicians and informing people through hip hop of the people who are really sitting in the seats that control our communities, you know?
Oh.
Because most of the people in the communities don't even know the names of the people that are controlling the communities they live in.
Right.
I'll make a song called goddamn whatever the senator's name, or fucking Cory Booker, or whoever the hell is not known, and I'm gonna expose people through my music, and that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like some real hip hop politics shit. So
we look forward to that, buddy.
Rich Born coming soon.
Rich Born, you heard it here first. So when is the Unpopular album actually dropping? You didn't talk about that.
Okay, so I was gonna drop it on July 3rd, and due to some clearance issues, I had to hold it back for about a month. So I'm thinking it's gonna be definitely early August, probably like the first week of August.
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna let you know and let you post it on your site, and I want everybody to check it out and listen to it. You know, I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this music. You know, took my time with it, and I hope you enjoy it. You know.
Oh man, so look out for the Unpopular album coming to you soon. Let them know where they can reach you.
You can reach me on Instagram. You can reach me on Instagram at BX Massive. You know, slide in my DMs. Not chill. Don't slide in my DMs.
No, chill. Pineapples. Latifah.
Chill, man. Just play it. Now, Facebook, you know, Rich Minor, or you can go on YouTube to listen to my music or stream my music. It's Massive, aka Filthy Rich, or YouTube. I'm on Twitter, only one Filthy at Twitter. I'm everywhere, man. But if you ever need to contact me, you can contact me through those websites and those streaming services I mentioned.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you so much, Massive, Filthy Rich. Now Rich Born. Rich Born. I like the sound of that, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Rich Born.
Thank you to my Feva family for joining us. Your girl, Keisha A. Smith, a.k.a. Miss Esquire. And I will holler at you.
Feva forever.
Feva forever.
BX Massive. We out.
Yes, Massive. That's it.
All right. Peace.
All right. We did it.